course in right thinking, a course in right love, a course in having a sane mind. Lesson 69. Don't you want to get beyond the grievances that hide the light in the love and in the world? Don't you want to get past your grievances that would allow you to have the abundance and the happiness that you want to have? Don't you want it? Don't you want it? Don't you want it? Don't you want some juiciness and some peace and forgiveness in your life? Don't you want some peace right now in the middle of all the insanity that's happening? Don't you want to have freedom, freedom from lack, freedom from pain, freedom from sickness? We're going to talk about exactly how you can have that. And it's going to be lesson 69 in the Course in Miracles in the Blue Book. It's on page 117, page 117, lesson 69. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. The Course in Miracles is only talking about love or fear. Getting rid of the love, getting rid of the fear, and allowing yourself to have the love. I'm your divine repetition teacher. I'm your remembering coach. I'm here to help you remember the truth, because how you feel comes from what you think. How I feel comes from what I think. How you feel comes from what you 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 think. So your grievances hide the love of the world in you. So take a breath and let your body settle. You don't have to fix anything right now. You don't have to get this perfectly right now. You only need a little willingness. You just need a little willingness. Just a little, just a little, just a little willingness. I say just a little, just a little, just a little willingness. That's enough. That's enough. Always enough. Just a little. How many of you all can do a little? Yay! We know this is our path. Because it's asking us to do a little bit. My grievances hide the light of the love in me. Your grievances hide the light of the world in me. Your grievances hide the light of the world in you. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. I'm going to do this in such a way that lends itself to repetition. Things that we have some kind of juice, some kind of music, some kind of beat, some kind of rhythm. Those are the things that kind of stick with us. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. That's not subtle, that's direct. And it's okay if sometimes you just want to close your eyes and let it in. That way you can look completely legit if you go to sleep. Not your childhood, not other people that hide the grievance in you. My grievances, wishing everybody else and everything were different in order for me to be happy, is a grievance. The idea that everything and everybody need to be different in some way for you to be happy is a grievance. To believe that there's some situation or circumstance, or if someone spoke differently or someone acted differently that would make you happy, is a grievance. So that's what the Course says when it says the grievances hide the love in me. Because you're not going to see anything but your grievance if you focus in a grievance. You cannot be focused in a grievance and think you're going to see something that you're going to like about the other person. So if I have a grievance and then I'm saying when that person changes, then I'll let my grievance go, and then I'll see the love in that person. That never happens, because your grievance is blocking the good, the love, the peace that you want to see in that person. So today, we're not fixing the world. Today, we're uncovering what's already inside. So I'm going to read the paragraph in a soulful way. And just breathe and take it in. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. Your grievances hide the light of the world in you. Your grievances hide the love of the world in you. Your grievances hide the love of the world in you. No one can look upon what your grievances conceal. Do you know that no one can look upon what your grievances conceal? Because your grievances are hiding the light of the world in you. Do you know that your grievances are hiding the love of the world in you? Do you know that your grievances are hiding the peace of the world in you? Because your grievances hide the light. Because your grievances hide the light. Everyone stands in darkness. Because of your grievances, everyone stands in darkness, and you beside them. But as the veil of your grievances are lifted, 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 as the veil of your grievances are lifted. Let the veil of your grievances be lifted. Let the veil of your grievances be lifted. As the veil of your grievances are lifted, you are released with them. As your grievances are lifted, you are released with them. As your grievances are lifted. Share your salvation now. Share your forgiveness now. Share your peace now. Share your salvation now with the person. Share your peace now with the person who stood beside you when you were in hell. And do you know that if you're in a place where anything can happen to you and anything can happen to anyone that you love, and you're afraid of one thing or another, you are in hell. You don't have to worry about going to hell. You are in hell right now. But you are choosing to get out of hell. You want out. So this person is your brother in the light of the world that saves you both. So grievances are a way of seeing that hides the love. Let me say it again. If you are holding grievances and expecting to see the thing that's going to make you let go of the grievance go before you let go of your grievance, it ain't happening, because your grievance is blocking seeing the truth and the peace and the love in that person. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? You can't hold a grievance and think you're going to truly see a different person or have a different feeling about that person after they change. Because your grievance is hiding the light in you and in them. So let's bring that down to earth. A grievance is not just being upset. A grievance is the lens through which you are looking at that person through. So a grievance is a way of looking at someone. Don't you agree? That when you're in a grievance, that's a way of looking at somebody. So when you're looking at somebody with a grievance, it's a way of looking at someone and saying, you did something wrong and I'm holding on to it. You did something wrong and I'm not letting it go. So the Course in Miracles is saying that way of seeing is going to block your awareness of your own light. It's going to block the awareness of your own truth. It's going to block the awareness of your own abundance. It's going to block the awareness of your own abundance. A grievance is going to block the awareness of your own abundance. A grievance is going to block the awareness of your own health. A grievance is going to block the awareness of your own health. A grievance is going to block the awareness of your own peace. Not theirs, yours. You're not hurting me if you're mad at me. You're not hurting me if you don't like me. You're not hurting me if you don't like me. You're not hurting me if you have a grievance against me. You're not hurting me if you don't like me. You're not hurting me if you're talking about me behind my back. You don't hurt me if you don't like me. What you're doing when you do that is you're blocking your health, your wealth, you're having loving relationships, you're having peace, you're enjoying your experience, you having blessings that are coming to you in your life. So the core principle is that perception based on grievances equal darkness in your awareness. Love is still there. The peace is still there. The good is still there. But you can't see it. So people walking around in the world, including Earl, from time to time, feels like the world is not being the way that I think the world should be right now, so I'm upset about it. Well, I don't see the love that could be coming from the world because I'm hiding that love by the grievance that I'm holding toward the world. And what is the grievance? If the world were different, I'd be happy. If the world were different, I would feel safe. Now, what's the purpose of my classes and going over this? It's simply this. I'm going to tell you why you're in the situation that you're going through according to the Course in Miracles. I'm also going to tell you how to get out of it. So I don't say stuff without giving you a way out of it. The way out of it is always another way of looking at it. Do you think you're capable of having another interpretation of things? Say yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So if you're able to have another interpretation of things, and another interpretation of things would rid you of every problem you think you have, could you change your interpretation of things today?
Yes.
Could you change and use a new interpretation of things even if you didn't believe it?
Yes.
Right. So would you then agree there is no excuse for not using the solution that we are being given to the unhappiness that we think we have?
Yes.
Okay. So therefore, if you are given an answer and you don't use the answer, you're still innocent. You're still going to keep the problem of thing that's bothering you. But I would have to assume that you are wanting to keep it that way because there's a way out of it, but you're choosing not to use it. Is that true? Okay, then I can release myself from any concern about what you're going through. When I walk out of here today, I can feel total peace, right? Because through the Course in Miracles, I was given the answer to whatever it is that's upsetting me right now, and you were given the answer to whatever is upsetting you right now. If you don't choose to do it, you're innocent. If you don't choose to do it, the universe isn't going to punish you, but you're going to keep the problem. You're going to keep the situation in your perception. So when you're upset, you're not just upset, you're wearing glasses that are made out of grievances. And when I put on these glasses, is it not true that everything I see, I'm seeing through these glasses? So if I had pink lens on these glasses, would I see everything with a pink tint to it? Yes. If I'm holding a grievance, would I see everything through my grievance? Yes. So tell yourself, I'm using grievance glasses. And I'm using grievance glasses toward the person I'm upset with. So have you noticed that some people, you put on your grievance glasses as you think of them, and you put on your grievance glasses as you approach them. You know, I'm going to visit my mother. Me and my mother have had grievances with each other. I just pulled up in front of her house. So before I walk into the door, what am I tempted to do? Put on my grievance glasses based on our past experiences and look at my mother as soon as she comes through the door, through my grievance, and then react to my grievance. And I'm covering her up completely. So those glasses are terrible. Those grievance glasses make everything do what? Look wrong. So now, like I was having a day the other day where I was trying to make a decision whether I was going to do something that I thought I really didn't want to do, but then I was trying to make myself do it anyway because I thought I would feel a lot of guilt if I didn't do it. So I knew from a truth standpoint, the mere fact that I felt guilty was not the reason that I should be doing it. So that already let me know I had my grievance glasses on because I was already feeling guilt about doing it, and I was also going to feel guilt about not doing it. So I realized I was wrong from the very beginning, and I told myself I was wrong not because I was trying to figure out the detail of that situation. I knew I was wrong because I was feeling guilty. I knew that that was the error, not whatever the situation or circumstance was. The first thing I had to do was get rid of my guilt or tell myself I'm doing it out of guilt, then make the decision to do it out of guilt. But if I was going to do it out of guilt. But what I was not going to do was lie to myself and saying do it out of guilt was coming from right-mindedness. Sometimes your guilt is so great in relationships and situations that you would do stuff that you know you feel guilty about or you know you don't feel total peace about. That's going to happen sometimes while you're learning how to let go of your grievances because you've already been programmed to use guilt as a way to manipulate life. We've already been told that good people feel guilty about what they do or what they don't do. The Course is saying, no, guilt is a request for every doggone thing you're trying to do to never work out the way you want it to work out. So how did I ultimately get out of that dilemma? Well, it was about me continually focusing on how my grievance, because that's what it was, how my grievance was hiding the love of that situation and the beauty of that situation. So when I recognized it was just my grievances that was creating my reluctance to do it and started to focus in on the love that was potentially there and the good that was potentially there and the blessing that was potentially there beyond the grievance, then the grievance disappeared. And all of a sudden I saw the situation, beautiful opportunity to share and express love that would be more valuable to me than I could have ever imagined. And it kind of freaked me out because the minute I did what I was told, I got the result that it promised because it only called for me to be willing to change my mind. I'm telling y'all, if you keep on waiting for someone else to be different in order for you to feel peace, it ain't happening. All right? It is not happening. The Course says you will stop doing something because it does not work much faster than you stop doing something because you felt guilty about it. It doesn't work to attack someone and expect peace out of that situation and love out of that situation. It doesn't work to hold a grievance and think you're going to have abundance and prosperity in your life that you're going to enjoy. It doesn't work to hold a grievance and think you're going to meet a loving person. You're going to meet another person with a bunch of guilt and grievances just like you. And then you suffer together, and then we call that a relationship. And if you can suffer together for a long time, we have an anniversary. Have a nice day. So, paragraph 2. Are you ready?
Ready.
Now you ready? Any questions about what I said in paragraph 1?
No.
All righty. Well, I just like to say, you all are really cute. And so are you. So it makes it really easy to teach you because you ease on my eyes. Mm-hmm. It's right. You're supposed to say I am too.
You are too.
Oh, thank you. Oh, me. Oh, God. Sometimes people think I'm happy all the time. I'm not happy all the time. I just know what to do when I'm unhappy. That's the only difference is I'm going to go to the Course quicker than most people go to the Course or whatever they say their path is. That's the only difference between me. My ego and my misperceptions try to block my happiness as much as yours does. But while the average person is debating with whether or not they should use the truth, I'm not debating. I know that it works. So as quick as I can, I'm going to say the lesson that it's telling me to say to myself, because I've seen how many times that's worked when I just do it, even if I didn't believe it, and even if I didn't understand it. So here's paragraph 2. Today, let us make another real attempt to reach the light in you. Today, let us make another real attempt to reach the love in you. Before we undertake this desire to reach the light and the love in you, what are we trying to do? We're trying to reach the light and the love in you. Let's reach the light and the love in you. Let us devote several minutes to thinking about what we are trying to do. Think about what you're trying to do. What are you trying to do? You're trying to make another attempt to reach the love in you. Make another attempt to reach the love in you. Make another attempt to reach the love in you. That's what you're trying to do. We are literally attempting to get in touch. We're literally attempting to get in touch with the salvation and the peace of the world. What else are we trying to do? We're trying to see past the veil of darkness that keeps the love concealed. What are we trying to do? We're trying to look past the grievance that keeps the love concealed. What are we trying to do? We're trying to see past the grievance that keeps the peace concealed. We are trying to let the veil be lifted. We are trying to let the veil be lifted. We're trying to let the veil be lifted. God, let the veil be lifted. Try to let the veil be lifted. Try to let the guilt be lifted. Try to let the fear be lifted. Try to let the anger be lifted. Try to let the anger be lifted. Try to let the lack be lifted. Try to let the lack be lifted. Try to let the lack be lifted. Try to let the anger be lifted. Try to let the guilt be lifted. Try to let the grievance be lifted. Try to let the veil. See, why are we saying this? We're saying this because it's giving us instructions. It's saying, number one, let's make another real attempt to reach the light. Let us devote several minutes to thinking about what we're trying to do. Try to get in touch with the peace of the world. Try to see past the grievance that keeps the love concealed. We're trying to let the veil be lifted. We're trying to see the tears of the child of God disappear in the sunlight. So we're trying to see your fears disappear. We're trying to see your tears disappear. We want to see your tears and your fears disappear. We want to see the tears and the fears disappear in you and in the person that you feel the grievance with. You want to let the tears and the fears disappear. Are you willing to let the tears and the fears disappear? Are you willing, Kathy? Are you really, really, really willing, Leonard? Are you willing to let the tears disappear, Claire? Are you willing to let the tears and the fears disappear? Everyone that's watching right now and listening right now in this room right now. So let me translate this. This is deep. Every grievance says, I'm separate. Every grievance says, I'm vulnerable. I can be hurt. Every grievance says, I'm a body and I can be hurt. I'm just a body and I can be hurt. I'm just this body and I can be hurt. I'm just an ego and I can be hurt. That's what every grievance says. I'm just this body and I can be hurt. That's wrong-mindedness. I'm going to say something right now, and I'm going to say it several times. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. You are a spirit being having a human experience. You are not a human being having a spiritual experience. You're not a human being trying to be spiritual. You're not a human being trying to be spiritual. You are a spiritual being having an experience of humanness. So you are not your body any more than you are not your car. Now, just because everybody around you may believe that they are bodies does not make it any truer than when everyone thought the earth was flat, that was true. Just because a lot of people believe something, do you know that just because a lot of people believe something, it doesn't make it true? Just because a lot of people believe in sin, that doesn't make it true. Just because a lot of people believe they're separate and guilty doesn't make it true. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, and you are creating every single thing that's happening to you is coming from your own mind and from your own consciousness and your own thoughts and your feelings and your emotions and your beliefs that you are conscious of, as well as the thoughts, feelings, and emotions and beliefs that you're not conscious of. That's what's creating your perception and everything you see and everything you experience. Do you believe that? Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but it still doesn't make it untrue. You could disagree with that all day long and say, Earl, yes, but, sure, do it, have at it. But it's not going to change what I'm saying. You are a powerful being that's creating your reality, and everything that's happening to you, you are asking for it and receiving it exactly as you are asking, even if you don't remember asking for it. The Course in Miracles says what unconscious people do is they are powerful spiritual beings that create their experience, but they're not ready to take responsibility. So what they do is they make decisions about what they want to experience, and they also make the decision to forget they made that decision. So you create your reality, and then you decided to forget you created it, and then it looks like it just shows up. It looks like your financial situation is just showing up. It's a decision you've made, and the decision to have lack is coming from your decision to have a grievance. I would not be doing you justice if I told you anything other than what the Course is saying. Your acceptance of it, do you know your acceptance of it is up to you? That'll be whenever you decide. But I'm going to tell you, you deserve to be happy, and that God's will for you is complete happiness. Your Creator wants you to have complete happiness. Make that decision right now. Make a decision about your higher power, I call God. Make that decision today that my God doesn't punish, my God loves me, my God heals me, my God lovingly corrects me, the protection of my God surrounds me, I am not alone. Make that decision. There is no punishing God. There is no punishing God. There is no punishing God. They're just people who hurt themselves out of their own ignorance of the truth and then blame it on God. That's all that's happening. People doing it to themselves and saying somebody else is the cause of it. That's all that's happening with anybody that's unhappy. Anybody that's unhappy is a person that's not taking responsibility for their own feelings and experience. That's it. So what does the Course say to do? Well, so when you hold agreements, you're not just mad at somebody, you're really misidentifying yourself. You're not a person that just holds grievances. You're not a bad person. You're not a guilty person. You're just misidentifying yourself. You're not a victim. You're just misidentifying yourself. If you say you're a victim of your childhood, and you say you're a victim of your friendship, and you're a victim of your relationship, and you're a victim of the president, and you're a victim of a particular party or race or group of people, that is a misidentification of yourself, because now you've forgotten that you are a child of an unlimited being who also has unlimited power, and you are the one, through your frequency, through your thoughts, through your feelings, through your emotions, you are attracting, manifesting, and perceiving what you see, which means you are not trapped, which means the good news is you can get out of any situation that's making you unhappy right now, as long as you're not holding somebody else as being responsible for it. If they didn't hit you, they didn't hurt you. If they didn't hit you, they didn't hurt you. If they didn't hit you physically, then all reactions to everybody and everything is your own interpretation and you responding to your interpretation. If someone called me the N-word right now, that will not affect me unless I decide I'm going to give some power to what you just said. So you can't hurt me. I hurt me based on how I interpret and the meaning I give you calling me the N-word. You didn't touch me, so therefore I don't have to be emotionally affected by one single thing you say. When I was a kid, we used to say, what? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I don't know if you said that back in the day, but I grew up hearing that a lot. That is a metaphysical spiritual truth. Stop acting like other people are making you feel what you feel. Because if they are not making you feel it, and you are the one making you feel it, then you could make yourself feel good all the time. Anyone be dependent on what your boyfriend called, your girlfriend called, you got the raise. None of your happiness would be dependent on anything or anybody at all, and that would be heaven. I don't want my happiness to depend on anybody. I'm not giving my power away like that anymore. You don't make me feel anything. I choose to feel how I feel about you. And how do I feel about you? I feel grateful. I feel blessed to have you in my life. I feel blessed to have you in front of me. I feel blessed to think that you're a beautiful spiritual being, just like me, on the path, trying to let go of your blocks, trying to let yourself receive love and happiness, that you are so conscious you want to be a better person, so you're watching online and you came here today. I can make myself feel so blessed about that. I can make myself feel so good about that. And it doesn't have anything to do with how you all react to what I'm saying or what I'm doing. If it was an empty room, I'd still have the same level of enthusiasm. Because my happiness is not dependent on how many people come to my class. My happiness is not dependent on how people react to what I say. None of that determines how I feel. Now, how do I feel? Because you're here. Grateful. Blessed. Thankful. But I was going to feel good if you hadn't came. Because that's how I can free you from my scripts, my demands, my expectations, and me trying to control you. See what I'm saying? And guess who you would attract? You would start attracting people who respected your freedom and let you be and wouldn't hold grievances against you. It would be wanting to protect your innocence because that's the way you are, and you always attract, manifest, and perceive what's like yourself. So you want new people that are cool in your life? You stop being such an asshole. That's a very spiritual term for those of you who are devastated by words. And believe me, your children have heard this. So that, oh, my children, they might hear that. Your children hear everything. When you're a child, did you hear all kinds of things when you were a child that your parents were trying to protect you from, but you were hearing it every day? Come on, get real, y'all. What's important is to recognize that you are misidentifying yourself, that a grievance is an identity confusion, and that you've forgotten your true nature. Your true nature is that you are love. You are love. So it's not just, I'm mad at them. I'm mad at them. I'm mad at them. It's, I've temporarily forgotten who I really am and I can't stand you. Because I've temporarily forgotten who I really am, I can't stand you. That's what it is when you hold a grievance. So we've all done that, and we've all done it about 47 times before breakfast. We've all done it. There's nothing you're doing that other people haven't done. Nothing. You get upset, they get upset. You blame, they blame. You think you're beautiful, sometimes they think they're beautiful. Realize that. Stop feeling guilty like you're the only one that's ever got upset, or you're the only one that's ever had a grievance, or you're the only one that's ever had a bum relationship, or you're the only one that's had financial problems, or you're the only one that's ever had health problems, or you're the only one that's ever had any kind of problem. There is no problem you have that you're the only one that's ever had that problem, and there's not a problem that you have that hasn't already been solved. There's not a problem you have that hasn't already been solved. There's not a problem you have that hasn't already been solved. That's one of the workbook lessons. Let me recognize my problems have been solved. What does that mean? It means you already have the answer, so the problem's already been solved. We already know that 1 and 1 is 2, so that problem has already been solved. That's what the Course is trying to tell us. Your problems have already been solved. It's your grievances that keep you from loving yourself enough to avail yourself of the answer. So a grievance isn't just emotional. A grievance is denial. It's you saying, I'm not loved right now. I'm not cool right now. I'm not a beautiful person right now. I'm not a good person right now. And even if you don't say it aloud, that's exactly what you're saying when you have a grievance. Because your grievance is a request for your life to suck. Yours. Yeah. Your life. You're not hurting me. You're not hurting the person you're mad at, especially if you've been in a relationship and your partner and you broke up and you're vowing you'll never get in a relationship again because because of what that other person did to you. So you're never going to let yourself be loved. And then the other person might be on the beach in Hawaii partying like a big dog right now and not even thinking about you. But you're going to deny yourself love to punish them. I'm not going to ever trust anybody again. Well, that's great. If you feel that way and you want to take yourself off the market, do it, please, for the good of everybody. Because you don't have any love, you're full of anger, you haven't worked on your issues, you have baggage. Do everybody a favor and don't be in a relationship for a while. You're not hurting nobody by that. You're just proving you haven't changed your mind, so you just recreate the same thing you just went through because you're still holding that other person responsible for what happened in the relationship. Every relationship is a collaborative venture. Every relationship, whatever happens in it, both people are responsible. But he cheated on me. Why? Why? You always want to know what for. You always want to know what for. There was a reason for whatever I'm going through. There's a reason. Woo!
Earl Purdy, we would like to say, those of us in the council of higher beings, we'd like to say that we really want you to remember that everything you are saying applies to you the most.
Okay. So what do you think about that, higher beings? Because it's the friggin' truth. It's the friggin' truth. So to hold a grievance is to deny yourself, not punish them. It's to deny yourself. This is where the Course flips everything, because the ego, wrong-mindedness, says, holding this grievance protects me. Because if I hold this grievance, that's going to keep this person from ever being able to take advantage of me again or hurt me again. So this grievance is protecting me. The Holy Spirit in you, your real self, is saying, holding this grievance is hiding you from yourself. Holding this grievance is hiding you, the beautiful you, that unlimited you, that gorgeous you, from yourself. Any questions about what I've said in paragraph 3? Or comments? Okay, I'm giving you an opportunity. Those of you online, thank you. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for being there. Remember, if you don't listen to this over and over, you're going to forget it. If you don't listen to this over and over, you're going to forget it. If you don't remind yourself, you're going to forget this. You know why you're going to forget this? Because you're going to go out into the world and you're going to listen to your friends and your family and television and the media and the world who is not saying what you heard me say today. So if you think you're going to remember this because you just listened to me for an hour and now you're going to remember it and use it in every situation, I would venture to say you are deceiving yourself. You're going to remember this because you repeat it. You're going to remember it because you apply it. If you're going to get in a relationship with someone that's going to help you love yourself more and remember the truth about yourself more and let go of grievances more, whether this is a friendship or a business partnership or a romantic relationship. Do not bond with your enemy. Your enemy is anyone that's trying to put guilt trips on you and make you feel guilty. That's your enemy. Well, that means 90% of the relationships we see gonna end. It would be to the benefit of most of them. Because if you're not in something that when you walk away from that person or when you're with that person, you aren't recognizing your value more, they are not helpful. They are not helpful to you. So, all right, okay. I'm just having more minutes. I got to torture you all. Telling you that you deserve all the happiness no matter what. What? No. Right. It's going to be Earl Purdy uncensored. So if you don't like me, don't watch me. If you do like me, watch me. I want people in my life who appreciate me and who I appreciate, who accept me as I am, who are not giving me advice on how I need to change in order to please them more as a student. No. Stop being so depressed and depressing. Pretend that, imagine what it would feel like if you didn't have whatever you think is bothering you for 5 minutes. Give yourself a break sometime. Beating yourself up ain't changing nothing. Nothing. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go to paragraph 4. Very quietly now. Let's see here. Let us begin along with the full realization that this is so. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Here we go. Let us begin our longer practice period today with the full realization that this is so. Everything that Earl just got through telling you, that's the way it is. Also, let us begin today with the realization that we have a real determination. See, that's phony determination, and then there's real determination. And real determination means you're determined to reach what's dearer to you than everything else. You got to go, my peace is dearer to me than anything else. My peace is dearer to me than a person. My peace is dearer to me than a relationship. My peace is dearer to me than money. My peace is dearer to me than fame. My peace is dearer to me than physical pleasure. My getting rid of my grievances is dearer to me than all else. Peace, salvation, healing, right-mindedness is our only need. What is my only need? Correct perception. What is my only need? Being able to forgive and release grievances. That's my only need, because when you forgive, which means you perceive correctly, every need that you have will be met. Everything that you need will come to you. Everything that you need will be in your perception. Everything that you need will be in your perception when you let go of your grievances. That's why it says salvation is our only need. You seeing things correctly is your only need. See, do you know that many people think they need things that they can't have right now? And that's the trick. The trick is, I need my sister, my brother, my cousin to be different, and then I'll have peace. And I'm going to keep saying that. Your only need is to have correct perception, which is the realization that everything you're feeling is not coming from them. Everything you're feeling is coming from you and your thoughts and your interpretations and your meanings. So there is no other purpose here but to learn how to see things correctly. There is no other function to fulfill here than to learn how to change your mind. There is no purpose here other than to correct your perception. There is no purpose here other than to fulfill the function of learning how to let go of anger, guilt, and grievances. So let us realize learning this, learning how to see things differently, that is our only goal. So let's end the ancient search today. Let's end that search for power, money, fame, and physical pleasure alone, thinking that that's going to give us the peace that we're looking for. That's the ancient search. Because we're going to find today, those who are really listening, really focusing in, you're going to find today that truth is the only light you need. That truth would be you finding the light in yourself and then holding that light up, holding that love up for everyone who searches with us to look upon and rejoice. If they see you being peaceful, regardless of what you're going through, then you are holding up the light for everyone who is searching, and they can look at your peace and they can realize they could do the same thing and they could rejoice. So you don't teach people by talking to them. You teach people by demonstrating what it is you like them to learn. And I promise you this, when you really get serious about your peace and your happiness, I will guarantee you all your drama-laden friends will not try to spend time with you. I promise you they won't. You're going to be going, where did all the people go? Well, where did all the hell go? Where did all the conflict go? Where did all the complaining go? That's what you're really asking. Because once you decide you deserve love and you only want peace, people who thrive off of conflict and guilt and anger, they are not, I repeat, they will not want to continue to hang around you. But the first thing they're going to do is they're going to try to keep you on that same level of anger and guilt and conflict that they're on. The Course says the ego always tries to equalize the situation. So it's going to try to pull you down back into that old level of consciousness that you used to be in. Let them go. Let them go. Because the people who vibrate and who are coming from the place you're trying to come from, that's more loving and more conscious, that person, those people, that group will start to show up in your life if you are really doing your part. So if nobody around you is interested in growth, interested in awakening, interested in letting go of grievances, you can safely assume you are not totally sincere about that desire yourself yet. So stop saying, I got it together and everybody around me don't. If everybody around you don't either. You still need to learn that you're beautiful and that you're powerful and that you're sinless. I'm saying that to you over and over and over and over again. And I'm never going to stop saying that to you, no matter what you do or think or don't think. Because every time you walk into a room, you got two things to prove to anybody, if you want to prove anything. You're there to show them who you are, and you're also there to show them who they are to you. Those are the two purposes when you come into, if I walk into this room, my purpose is to show you who I am, but I'm also going to try to show you who you are to me. So I'm going to acknowledge you, and if you don't think you deserve it, nothing I'm saying is exciting to you. If you still think the answer is someone else changing, then there's nothing I've said today that's going to give you any real juice. And you're innocent. That's okay. But one day you'll be enthusiastic about someone saying you're beautiful and you're innocent and you deserve to be happy and you deserve abundance. I know that. A prisoner starved and emaciated, someone on the desert, they don't jump up and run around as soon as they're rescued. It takes a minute for that person who's been rescued to recognize that they've been rescued. So you've been rescued. So do you jump up and down with joy? Do you move around like you're so glad to hear our innocent joy? No, because you're like the person that's been on a desert starving. It takes a minute for you to get your energy back. I understand that, but I'm still going to tell you, you've been saved, you've been rescued. And this is not a maybe. This is not a sometimes. It's a law. So if grievances are active, light is not experienced. If grievances are active, the peace is not experienced. So what's the core principle? You can't hold grievance and experience peace at the same time. Do you know you cannot hold a grievance and also experience peace at the same time? Not possible, not possible, not possible. It's like trying to watch a movie with a blanket over the screen. That's what people are doing in their life. They're trying to see their life and see their life differently with a blanket over the screen and going, I don't understand why I can't see anything. I got a blanket over the screen, but I don't understand why I don't see any love. That is the truth. And you are lifting the blanket. You're lifting the blanket from the screen. You're lifting the blanket from the screen right now. And that's what time it is. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. I'm going to continue next week. I want you to ask you, those who have the books and don't mind putting the time in and the energy in, because you really want to get rid of all these challenges in your life and you want your life to be smoother, read lesson 69. So when I continue to go through it, it'll have more meaning to you. It'll be more powerful for you. If that's something you find yourself having no interest in doing ever, I would invite you to find a spiritual path that you're willing to actually do. Because the minute you find your spiritual path, your life will become easier and easy. When you're on your path, you have your little bumps where you're growing, but overall, your life becomes easier. So I love A Course in Miracles. I'm here for people who want to study the Course in Miracles with me, but I will repeat again, the Course in Miracles is not the only path to God. The Course in Miracles is not the only path to happiness. So if you find yourself, all you're doing is battling with it, trying to find out where it don't work, how it doesn't work, you can't read it, you can't study it, you can't put any energy into it, probably is not your spiritual path. Your spiritual path inspires you, and even though it's challenging, it never occurs to you to stop doing it. So if you find yourself resisting the course, but still want to study it and do it, it probably is your path. But if you find yourself never giving it any attention or any study, it means you don't believe it's the answer to your problems. Because if you believed it was the answer to your problems, you do it. Just like if you believe Pepto-Bismol is the answer to your upset stomach, nobody has to convince you to go get that Pepto-Bismol because you think it's going to make your stomach feel better. So if you don't do this, you don't think it works. You don't think it's going to make anything better. So if the only time you think of the course is when you're with me or when you're watching the class, but other than that, it's not something that you give any attention, you then tell yourself, hey, I need to get in touch with the thing that I will do on a regular basis no matter what I'm going through. And I need to put some attention to that so that I can get out of the hell that I'm going through in whatever area that is. That's the truth. That's the truth, because nothing's punishing you. Your problems have already been solved, Earl. Remember that. All right, so we're going to end this in a minute. Let me pass this around. Anybody that uses the regular method, you press it. Yeah, okay. All right. Those of you online, if you'd like to make a financial expression of appreciation, I am a full-time teacher, and I deserve to receive for what I'm doing. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, number one. And you can use Venmo, the Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, or you could go to my website, earlpurdy.com. And my email address is what you would need, and it's earlpurdy@earlpurdy.com. earlpurdy@earlpurdy.com. I'm available for one-on-one clarity sessions. I'm also available for astrological and numerological readings and sessions. And all of my classes are on YouTube, and many of them are on Facebook. But I also have a membership that I have special events and classes that I do for people who are members of my website. So you can also join that also. Every week I ask for Course in Miracles students who want to read, want to get the material, want to act on the material, and get a better understanding. I'm your man. I'm your teacher. That is what, I read this book over 100 years. 100 years. I've read this book over 100 times, and I've been teaching it for 45 years. There's not many things on this planet that I'm familiar with, but I guarantee you that I'm familiar with A Course in Miracles. It's been something I've done full time. That took me having faith and trust to walk out in the world and believe that I could fulfill my function that the Course in Miracles describing, and I would be given what I need to stay. So I'm telling you, the Course in Miracles works. I've worked with thousands of people over this period. There are two types of people. People who do what it says and then they get the peace that it promises, and people who don't. It's just that simple. And you're innocent either way it goes, because there is a limit to suffering. Thank God. Everybody reaches their limit. So let me take a couple of minutes to wind up what we've done so far. So when you're upset, you're not just upset. You're wearing your grievance glasses. And those glasses are terrible. They make everything look wrong. So if you are in an experience that it looks like it's wrong, take off your grievance glasses. Take off your grievance glasses. Take off your grievance glasses. And here's the prayer at the end of the lesson, even though I'm going to continue with the lesson. But I want you to hear this prayer. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. I cannot see what I have hidden. I cannot see what I have hidden. This prayer is on page 118 in the Word Book. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. I cannot see what I have hidden. I cannot see what I have hidden. You cannot see what you have hidden. Your grievances hide the light of the world in you. You cannot see what you have hidden. You cannot see what you have hidden. Guess what? Yet I want to let it be revealed to me. Yet I want to let it be revealed to me. For my salvation and the salvation of the world. For my salvation and the salvation of the world. Your grievances hide the light of the world in you. The Course in Miracles says that if you will say this, whether you believe it or not, whether you see the power of it or not, you will begin to take the grievance glasses off. So don't say you haven't been given the way out. Will you take the time to remember to say, if I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. If you're tempted to hold anything against anyone, if you're tempted to hold anything against anyone today, if you're tempted to hold anything against anyone today, say, if I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. If I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. If I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. Anytime that you are tempted to get angry and upset and hold a grievance, I want you to say to yourself, if I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. If you hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from you. If you hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from you. If you were to say that consistently this upcoming week, when you're tempted to hold a grievance against somebody, if you're tempted to keep a grievance going against somebody, say, if I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. Say this to yourself silently now. If I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. If I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. If I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. Now I'm going to say it for you. How could it get easier than that? If you hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from you. If you hold this grievance, the light of your abundance will be hidden from you. If you hold this grievance, the light of your health will be hidden from you. If you hold this grievance, the light of your success will be hidden from you. If you hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from you. If you hold this grievance, the light of love will be hidden from you, will be hidden from you. You won't see it in your life. You'll feel like there's a lack and unhappiness in your life. Say it to yourself when you're in the presence of someone and you're tempted to hold a grievance. Say, if I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. If I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. If I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me, and breathe. Then say, thank you, God.